done. Intro. It's intro time. Shush. Everyone shut up. We're going to move on to our next story. We are going to be talking about the Harry Potter casting call. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. Let's move into that story. All right. So, casting call for Harry Potter's upcoming series. They basically call for inclusivity and diversity in their casting call. They put it in the footer of the announcement that went out. I love how they did the announcement too. Hogwarts is reaching out to you about like being a cast member. Max's project, I think, is DOA.
No.
Yeah, you don't
know why? Okay, this casting call, they have to do it. They have to say that. They can't just be like, hey, we're looking for white kids between the ages of 9 and 11. You can't do that in this day and age. So they can put out a casting call for whoever and then just, take that white kid.
What if they just left that off? Because there are... Okay, so first off, I have not read the books. I have enjoyed the movies. I have played some of the games. I have watched some of the smaller content creators talking about Harry Potter a bit. I have people who are close to me who are diehard fans of the franchise. We have friends who literally have wands that Bluetooth to their television as their TV remote. Jake.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so, yeah, you forgot. It's literally so obtuse. But so there are people, obviously it's impossible to not know something about the Harry Potter franchise in this day and age, but you didn't have to add that. You could have just, the casting call doesn't say anything about white people. It just says what it says, and we'll read it. We'll go to the casting call in a second. I just want to get initial thoughts on the story.
Yeah, no, they have to call for anyone can come. But Hermione's been black in the stage play for years now.
Right, the Cursed Child stage.
Yeah, I think that's whatever else plays that they're putting on.
Well, and Rowling actually, J.K. Rowling gives a comment on that too. She actually is very, very fond of the Cursed Child stage play and thinks that actress does a great job. Like,
cool. Who's watched it?
I mean, my understanding is that the Cursed Child is actually a shit story.
That's my understanding too.
But it's also a play.
So it's inherently shit.
It's inherently disadvantaged, It's inherently disadvantaged.
It's crippled from the start.
Oh man, the casting. So it's gonna be difficult.
But okay, so Hermione's been black. So are you gonna go 7 years with Hermione Black being called a mudblood all the time? Trying to set up. I know you haven't read the books, but
well, I know she's not black.
She said,
I know that.
She's also trying to have a slave revolution with the house elves.
I do remember. Yeah, I did hear that.
And they don't even want to be free.
Okay, so I think Hermione is a safe bet. So she was race swapped.
Or do it with Ron. Have the poorest magical family, just turn them black.
This is the joke. The
who's Harry? Just throw him under the stairs.
Who is okay? Do you remember? I pulled up a video of it's Mickey Mouse, and they're talking about doing a Harry Potter project, and they're talking about how many race swaps they can get away with doing, and they're. Do you remember this video at all?
No.
Okay, so basically every time you successfully race swap a character, you get 10 points. And you get 20 points if they were originally ginger. And so Mickey Mouse is doing this, and he's like in a board meeting. He's like, all right, gang, who are we going to race swap next? Oh. That's actually... that wasn't bad.
I mean, it's based off of South Park's interpretation of Mickey Mouse.
But theirs is based off of the OG Mickey Mouse, who is based off Steamboat Willie. So who is really the copycat here?
Swiss cheese maker. See, if you've seen that meme, you know what I'm talking about.
I have not seen that meme.
Mickey Mouse making Swiss cheese.
I believe in you. You don't have to keep going. I forgive you.
Puts his dick in it.
But
that's what the holes are.
So the joke of it is that they have Mickey Mouse is talking about how they're gonna race swap the Weasleys for an instant 100 points or something like that, because they're an entire family of white gingers. Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be fun.
There was that picture floating around of all the Disney characters that were originally ginger.
Mm-hmm.
Just yeah.
I think that what would be very funny is if they said George was black and Fred was white, and they're like, which one's which?
You get them mixed up all the time. I can never remember.
What do you mean you can't play a black twin?
He's a very dark white guy, and he's a very pale black guy.
You always get us mixed up, Mom. How does that fucking happen?
My name is Jorge.
Oh,
It's Jorge and Freddy.
who? Hey?
Jorge. It's George.
George. Oh, my name is George. All right, so we're gonna read the casting call here real quick. So it's the casting call is actually pretty typical. Open casting call for children to play the roles of Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, and Ron Weasley in the upcoming original series adaptation of Harry Potter. So this is pretty specific. This is very much like 1, 2, or 3. They didn't
Why
talk.
is Harry Potter in like half quotes? It's like adaptation of quote unquote
Harry
Harry
Potter.
Potter.
I don't know. Maybe the whole thing's
We
in
might
quotes.
switch it up a lot.
I have no idea. If your child would like to be considered, please head to this place. We are currently only able to consider children who are aged 9, 11, April 25s, a resident of UK or Ireland. Wow. Nationalist much? Wow.
I think
You know how many British actors we have come over here to America taking good American acting jobs?
fucking Brits.
God damn it. First, is
Let's
this thing...
let's close the eastern border.
Build a wall. Build a
We'll build a
seawall.
wall. A seawall.
City wall. But the UK is gonna be
Yeah, no, that's always been
What's-
Rowling's stipulation is you got to be from the UK.
that's fine. I mean, was the original cast from the UK?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know. You don't have to like rub it in my face about it. Please note that the
Okay,
cast that the Cast It website is only wait, what?
Is the only way to apply.
Okay, I'm retarded.
Yep.
Okay. Applications must be submitted by parent or legal guardian. And here's the stipulation. This is what we're talking about. Oh, I can't.
We are committed to inclusive, diverse casting. For every role, please submit your qualified performers without regard to ethnicity, disability, race, sexual orientation, gender identity, or other bases protected by law unless otherwise specifically.
Now,
That reminds me of like every game that you pop up these days. It's like this game was developed by a diverse team that has cultural differences and believes in different things. Blah 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 blah. It's like
then they
okay.
just became a monolith of a specific ideology, not by accident. Okay, so let's
Can
talk
we get Harry in a wheelchair then?
hair. I'm Harry.
I'm Harry. Get under the stairs.
Okay, so ethnicity, disability, race, sexual
Can we get
orientation,
all of them in one character?
gender identity. Well, that would be like the easiest way to go. Just have Hagrid mark all the boxes. Because then the kids go to see him and is like, how's it going, Hagrid?
Yeah.
Uh,
He's a giant with dwarfism.
what was like his brother? Like his brother who's tied to by a rope in the woods.
Oh yeah, I forgot about.
What was his name?
I don't know, fucking
No, it was something. It's not real.
Gorm? No,
Oh my god, this is gonna bug me like the rest of this minute.
no, we have to stop this entire podcast.
All right,
Just
halt the
ponder it.
podcast. Hold.
I
Don't-
think it starts with a G.
it's
dude.
not Dubby. It's not Dobby because that's
No,
the L.
Dobby's out.
Grubby.
That sounds right.
I think it's Grubby. Grubby
Dobby,
down.
no.
Bad Grubby.
You put me down.
That was a terrible scene. It was a terrible scene, completely irrelevant. Like you didn't need Grubby at all in that movie, in my opinion. But
Doesn't he kill that chick in pink?
no, he let
No, she.
the centaurs take her, and then she's still alive at the
Yeah.
she's still alive in the next movie. Or actually, I think it skips a movie. I think she comes back for an appearance. But the UK casting call. Okay, so obviously growing up,
Well, the
you
thing
have
is, all right. So J.K. Rowling has almost like all control over this
Mhm.
and how this is going to go down. She's got ultimate power. Problem is, she's very, very, very on the social.
left.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they also hate her because she's against trannies.
Right. So
She's just tweeted something.
well, she didn't stop. Like she's pretty engaged. Not just one thing. She's pretty engaged with her tweeting, or had been in the once upon a time. I don't know if she still is.
Slam dunk in history. Follow the books. Done deal. Make billions of dollars on it.
I think Rowling should have complete creative control over what she decides she wants to have swapped out and changed in in the project.
It is her story.
So if she wants to race swap, gender swap, disability swap all of these characters, I'm plenty fine with it. We're fair. It's fair game though. Like we still get to call it out. We still get to say that's a good, bad change and be the audience. We still get to be the audience.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all up in the air right now. I mean, it's the easiest. Like Warner Brothers has been making like financially really good decisions lately. It's like scrapping a bunch of projects or licensing out a bunch of other shit, or like not even having Batman the Cape Crusader on their platform. They're like, fuck off.
You're going over there. You're far away. Well,
so it's like, and they're in an astronomical amount of debt. So it's like this series could pull you out and put you on top.
It could. It doesn't. It's not. Let's be realistic.
Harry Potter is like Star Wars for millennials.
Right, but how
everyone's fucking into it.
Right, but how dead is Star Wars?
That's dead is dead.
Star Wars is like we had a funeral and everything. We buried it. It's over. But I mean, there's no reason that Harry Potter would be exempt from the exact same thing that happened to Star Wars, where you have all of these creative decisions, and creative decisions they are, where you go around checking boxes and making this copy paste material, and we've had the story before. You're going to have everyone who's watched Daniel Radcliffe play Harry Potter for 10 years. You're going to have all of them watching this show, and they're going to be comparing it. It has to not just be good individually. It also has to live up to the legacy that was placed in front of it.
True.
And I think that if people are like, well, I'll just like Slim says this all the time with like certain projects. I'm just going to go watch the OG. Like Avatar was a great example of this. The Avatar live action.
Yeah, 'cause the live action sucked dick.
Right. And if this sucks dick, people will just abandon it and go back to the.
You said it was adequate, basically.
I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Avatar. I thought I didn't think it was a 4 or a 3. I think there was a lot about it that I did
give it a 1.
I think there was a lot about it to be criticized. I think if you gave this a 1, you'd have to say it was at the same as the M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah, I think I said it was like on par with it.
But it was bad. Like you
can go back and listen to it because I said it was unwatchable.
All right, fine. We had an Avatar review of the live action. We can go back and watch that. We don't have to rehash that here. But the point is that if you have a remake of a project that already had fans like the fandom falling in love with it, you're going to have a lot of comparison to that OG stuff, and every mistake you make or every decision you make is going to be compared against the original, and every mistake is going to have to be justified individually, especially with a fandom this diehard about it.
You're fighting against nostalgia, too.
You're fighting against nostalgia.
Because, like, all right, when did the first movie come out? 2001 or something like that?
Yep.
2001 or 2?
Well, yeah, I actually don't know the year.
Okay, I would have been a couple of years younger than Harry, but
Harry.
You grew up.
It's Harry.
Harry.
Sorry.
you grew up. Like a lot of us grew up with these kids.
Yeah, and so the younger generation is going to be the ones to watch it. But I mean, Max is not really the platform you put kids in front of to like have them watch stuff. I think Max has.
What's wrong with Skinamax? It's family friendly.
Oh, yeah, for 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 10-year-olds, all of them. But I think Max does have like a kids friendly like specific
they
one.
have Cartoon Network too now.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
they shut down Cartoon
Discovery Channel.
Yep.
So they got all of it. But I mean, yeah, it's
comparing it to
it's a wait and see kind of game right now.
I think this can tell people a little bit of the trajectory that we're going in, though.
It doesn't matter who they cast for the kids. It's gonna get flack one way or the other.
Sure. Well, and so I don't have any high expectations of child actors. Like my expectations on child actors are
they all
insanely low. But I will say that Sound of Freedom and Creator, I thought both the kid actors in those movies did really good.
True.
Sound of Freedom, like the child actress in Sound of Freedom, holy shit, she was amazing. She did so well in that movie. And then the kid, the creator, he was so quiet. It was really nice. So you didn't see.
Wasn't it she?
Was it?
Bald children, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, bald children robot. It's a they them. Who gives a shit? It's a they them. It's
I
a,
don't know. Did you ask them?
I don't have to. Yeah, I know things.
Yeah, just know.
Just know things. Don't ask how I know.